Hello team. Welcome to your 25-minute full body HIIT, low impact, high energy. Now this class is a traditional kind of cardio class. We are going to be moving the entire time. Our real goal today is instead of going to those high highs, we're going to use the non-traditional kind of description of HIIT, and we're going to stick with just intensity all the way through. So I want us to be sitting at that zone 3, maybe zone 4, but we're never going all the way up, and we're trying to stay in that center. So we're just moving, grooving, and we're going to be sweating the entire time. Let's get ourselves warmed up, and we're going to do it dynamically because this class is a mover. So let's start our feet underneath our hips. I want you to find your feet, as always, maybe do a little shake out, maybe lift the heels. We just want to find the whole foot on the ground, not rolling in or out. Then I'm going to soft bend into my knees, take a big reach overhead, find my ribs, find my glutes, and then drop down. As I'm doing this, I want to get as insular as possible. I want you to be in your body, pressing into your big toe, your baby toe, your heel, pressing your knees out, letting your glutes squeeze together as you stand, drawing the ribs in. As the arms reach up, maybe taking a big breath, looking up, trying to get a little taller. Noticing where the body rotates, where the body contracts, and just trying to be in it as much as possible. We'll do one more here. Big reach, amazing. Take the feet a little bit wider. We're gonna start a nice side-to-side lunge pattern. So going into our lateral lunge, not too wide here. More trying to find that squareness in the hips, pressing back, deepening that stretch into the glutes, maybe reaching the arms, and then pulling the back in towards you. So kind of isolating the rib cage here. As the arms reach, we're not gonna let the ribs come with it. So we're gonna really push and pull. Today's class is all about combining movements to keep the body energized and to build that burn, okay? We should be focused on moving the entire time. And whether or not a movement I'm doing works for you, doesn't matter too much. I want you to stay in that realm of movement and just keep going. So finding something you can do, maybe when your brain or body are catching up, like a step tap, or a standing jack, or maybe to boxer shuffle side to side. That's what I want you to go to when you're kind of resting in your head. This class does use some props. Let's get a little lower here. Try to tap for the ground, so deepening that hinge, keeping the core nice and tight. I'm going to be using a wider resistance band today, one of the loops, but I want it to have a little bit more give. And some weight plates. I'm going for the 10 pounds and the 5 pounds today. Now this class can be done with no props at all, but these props will intensify the movement and make this 25 minutes even spicier. Let's hold down for this last one. Bring both hands in between, reach those arms forward, stretch that back, come up, sink down, hands in between, push back, reach the arms, stretch up, all the way. Toe heel those feet underneath the hips, and let's go for an easy march to finish off our warm-up, maybe adding some knee circles. Kind of just feeling out your balance, feeling out your body's energy if one side or the other is holding on to some tension before we get into the work. All right, so your job once again is to move this entire class. The amount of movement you do is up to you. This class is low impact, so I won't be prescribing any jumping, but if you feel like you can do a little boxer shuffle, or if you like to lift a heel or get a little lower, that's going to be completely up to you. I'm going to be using a weight plate for this, and each little circuit today we'll be building on one movement. So we'll start with a base movement that I'll teach you, and then I want you to keep doing that base movement while I teach you the next exercises, okay? So the first one today is our march with a step back. We can use a plate, no plate, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever works for you. So this class, this first circuit is all about the single leg reverse lunge. So we're gonna start with a march here. We're gonna drive our knee up, and then we're gonna step back into kind of a half lunge. So from the side, lifting up, core nice and tight, step back into a little bit of a half lunge. Then we'll step forward, leg comes up, tap, and back. So we're getting that hinge and that lunge. So here we go. We're gonna lift, tap, little squat and in, lift. Nice. So we've got the plate here. We're adding this march with that little hingey squat here, waking up the glutes, relaxing the shoulders, and really getting into the body. This again is our base movement, so we can make it as big as we want, right? We can go a little faster if we're in control, but always a reminder that faster means faster mistakes. We want to make sure we're really proficient before we start adding speed. Driving that knee up, tap, and that little hinge. Nice. Now as we come to the end of this, I'm going to let you keep going, so don't stop. You keep going, and I'm going to show you our first exercise. It is simply a reverse lunge. We're going to stay facing each other, shoulders are back. Continue moving, please. We're going to take that lunge nice and low. You're going to give me a pulse, and then we're going to squeeze and stand tall. That's it. Relax those shoulders. Shake it out. Pick the leg you like the least, and let's go for it. Big step back. Give me a pulse, and squeeze. Let's do it again. Big step back. Pulse, and squeeze all the way up. Good. So this front leg, we want a pretty vertical shin here. That means knee right over ankle. And as we sink down, we're really focusing on pressing into that front heel. Boom, boom, boom. Relax those shoulders, holding that weight at the chest. Nice work. And now we're going to isolate just a chest press. So tap into that toe, soft bend in that front leg. We're just going to press this weight out for me. So press and pull. Nice. So most of the weight is on that standing leg, soft bend in the other leg, and we're really isolating, just like we did in that warm up. So shoulders relax. Press. By the end of this, we should start feeling fatigue. That's what we want. And then we're going to add these two together. So you're going to take that reverse lunge, and instead of that pulse, we're going to press with the weight and then stand tall. We ready? All right. Shake it out, still finding that strength in the glute. Big step back. So we take that step back, press, pull, stand tall. That's it. Step back, press, pull. Now as we press, I want you to sink low. Keep that back hip from unraveling. So really squeeze that glute forward. Boom. Take it down. Press. Beautiful. This is nice, right? Legs are getting a little fatigued, but that's what we want. Drive it up. On that drive up, make it dynamic. So really pull. Get those hips working together. Upper body's getting tired. That's good. That's good. Take it down. Beautiful. And we will change directions of the arms when we change the legs. We love to see it. And rest. So a little step tap. Okay. I'm feeling fatigue. We're trying to push ourselves to stay in that zone 3. So let's get up there in this next one. Same thing, reverse lunge the other way, adding those 3 pulses. Core tight, hips even. Let's go. So we take it down, 2, 3. Now we don't have to actually pulse. You can just hold. But I'm using that pulse to really ground my front leg, pushing through the big toe, the heel, and the pinky side toe. For me, adding a little pressure towards the pinky. So just trying to gently press like there's a wall here and I'm pressing against it. It's gonna give me a little bit more stability in my hip and pelvis. Nice work. Down. All right, standing tall. We're gonna go for straight overhead, then pull it in. Now most of the weight on that standing leg again. This leg is in that B stance. So we're trying to keep that soft knee, and we're gonna try to keep contracting through that glute. So we're keeping the energy there and really working our pressing strength, trying to get that weight overhead and then dropping those ribs. Nice work. I bet you can guess what's coming next. We got this. Take your time, okay? Taking that step back, press overhead. It's tough. Pull it in, drive forward dynamically. Hold it down, ribs down. Don't let those hips unwind. Press, take your time, drive it in. Good, beautiful. Push, find that perfect lunge first. Nice work. Now, if we keep moving, we're going to keep that heart rate where we want it. So drive, push. Even if we move slow, we're not going to stop. Take it down. This goes directly into active recovery. So you're going to do your step tap, your boxer shuffle, whatever works for you. Down, nice. Take it in and shake it out. So step tap, whatever works. I'm going to add my band for this next one, keeping my little plate right there. So our base movement, as I show you the next, is going to be our lateral lunge here. We're going to step laterally, take it center. Step laterally, take it center. So we're starting to build the patterning. Nice. Take it down, good. So starting with me now, we've got that 60 seconds, really pressing. Now sometimes when I say press here, I see a lot of big external rotation. That's not what I want. I want you pressing against that invisible wall. Press. So keep that toe forward and keep that hip driving back. Just starting to warm up. Getting a little love for those adductors. And if we want to make it a little more cardio focused, we pull up. So reach and pull, good. So you're gonna stay here as I show you that next exercise, right? We get it now, we're pressing. My friends, we don't have to go crazy to get that heart rate zone where we want it. Some of our training needs to be in this moderate intensity, right? Some of our training needs to be our whole body working together. You're moving, I'm showing you, we're going for a side step, one side only. We step into our lunge, we take it back. We'll step into our squat, take it back. One leg, step, take it back. Let's go. Press. Now the leg that is not stepping is staying absolutely pinned to the ground. That big toe, that baby toe. Pin and press. The other moving leg pressing away. Driving that band away. Good. Hips stay square, trying to fight any rotation. But that standing leg, that leg that's not moving, that leg should start to really feel the burn on the side of the glutes here. Down, good. We're moving, we're gonna add an upright row here. So we stand, you're gonna reach down and you're gonna pull up to the shoulder here. So just the arms in that little squat, but no step. You know what's happening next. Boom. Now for this upright row, I like to pull my ribs in and I like to roll slightly back. As I stand, I'm squeezing my glutes together. I'm not just squeezing them forward. So that pelvis stays in a good position. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Should we put it together? We should. So we're gonna take that step. We're gonna reach. We're gonna pull. And we're gonna drop it down, right? So step. Boom. Nice. Step. Beautiful. Take it down. That standing leg should be killing you. Take it down all the way up if you can. Good. Now you can go halfway. You can go all the way. We want to keep ourselves from rotating again here. So this standing leg should be absolutely on fire here. Down. Finding that center. Boom. Holy moly. I am feeling it. Driving those knees out the entire time. Keeping those ribs in the entire time. Neck is long. And step it out. Good. Other side. Woo. This poor glute, it's got to move now, but that's okay. That's okay. We're ready. We're ready. We got our side step. We are using this leg as our pillar, and let's go. Step it out, pull it in. Now, if you have a mat with lines on it, that can be really helpful for some alignment work. Whew. Taking it straight out. Right here, we don't need any turnout, right? A tiny bit is okay, but I'd prefer if we're working with knees over second and third toe, ribs lock down, shoulders depress down, neck is long. Nice work. Boom. Beautiful. We're gonna add that upright row. Opposite arm, shoulder down, feet nice and square. We reach down, we drive up and squeeze. Again, I'm rolling my shoulders slightly back, so I'm using my lats to pull this up instead of just coming straight up. Kind of shaving my chest. I'm rolling back. Very thankful I don't have to shave my chest yet, you know. Menopause is around the corner, so who knows? But for now, it's a blessing I can count, right? Okay, big step. That's where my mind goes. We're gonna take that step out and we're gonna row. So step, you can stay low here and take it tall, or we can step, pull all the way, but we've got to stay in control. So if all the way pull gets you out of your core, then I want you to stay low. Okay, you decide. You can go back and forth, down When you're standing tall, our low back should get a little break because we squeeze our glutes together. We smash them together so that low back gets to kind of unwind a little. So really low, push, drive, good. We're almost there, friends. The amount of time is important because this time is what's getting that heart rate to stay up. We got this. And we're gonna feel the burn everywhere. This last one, we're down on the ground. And we're going for it. All right, I'm gonna keep my band on for this round. We're going to do our little bit of moving cardio together here. We're gonna walk out, okay? You're gonna give me 2 knees in, and then we're gonna walk back. Let's do it together. Hands down, band if you want it, you don't need it, but it's gonna make the rest of this nice and fun. Lift those knees, walk it forward, boom, knee comes in, walk it back, walk it forward, knee, walk it back, good. You can come all the way up to standing, or you can stay low, but what we can't do is lose connection to our core or our hands. Nice, boom. So we're getting right into the core right away. The walking forward and back is going to get that heart rate moving. But as always, we know that core work, floor work is gonna be harder to get that heart rate up. The body uses less, so right now I'm trying to get those quads moving a little, so we can try to get that heart rate to stay where we want it. And we'll be adding hovers and other movements to do that as well. So you keep moving here. I'm gonna preview the next one here. It's just a plank up, elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Keep that core tight. We're all gonna get there together. You're finishing your movement. Take a break, drop to the knees, whatever you need. It is plank up time. Let's go nice and slow. Again, trust yourself enough to go slow. I heard somewhere, and I don't want to misquote it, but I'm going to. So let's say I'm paraphrasing. But if you're confident in something, you can be patient with it, right? If you're not confident, you're going to try to rush it. You're going to try to get it quickly. So be confident in yourself enough to be patient, okay? Holding it all the way up here. Knees or toes up to you. We're going to go for a walking jack. So we're just taking a leg out and in. Out and in. You can drop to your elbows here. If you're having any wrist stuff come up, any shoulder stuff. And then we're going to put this all together. So take what you need here. Don't be afraid to come down. Don't be afraid to drop a knee. Right? We can do all of those modifications. We're just moving. If this needs to become just a downward dog, it's a downward dog, okay? Real quick break here before we put them together. So we're gonna do that plank up, and we're gonna do these side to side taps. So up, up, tap, tap. We got some time here. Down, down, tap, good. Tap, up, up. Find your balance, find your focus. Hollow out that core. Down, down. You can drop your knees, friends. You can drop your knees if you need to, right? You could stay down the whole time. You could do reach outs. We could do shoulder taps. I want you to give yourself permission to trust your body here. I want yourself to give yourself permission to not stop, to find a way to keep going. You have it in you. You know what your body needs. Up, up, and rest. Give yourself a really quick rest here. Still moving, still grooving, opening up my back. We're gonna go for the same thing, but we're standing bare for fire hydrants. We're gonna do push-ups instead. Now these push-ups will be a little different, so let's do them together. We're gonna go Pilates push-ups today, so let those knees be nice and far away. Pull the elbows in, and let's go for it. Elbows down, and elbows up. Squeezing those glutes together. Hands right under the shoulders, elbows in and up, good. Hold, and up. Keep that upper back nice and lifted. Keep those ribs working. Squeeze the glutes down and up. Amazing. Alternating fire hydrant. This one is chill. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Let's go 3 pulses. 2, 1, set other side. 3, 2, this is a core challenge. Other side, boom. Keep those elbows soft. Keep that knee going right out to the side. Heel in line with the knee. We're almost there, friends. 3, come on. 2, 1, elbows tuck in, press, press, press. We're gonna do them together. 3, 2, 1, other side. 3, keep going. 2 and 1. You've got this. Walk the hands forward. Big deep breath. Give me a push up. Walk it back. Side, side. Push up. Walk it back. Good. Side, side. You've got this. Push up. Walk it back. Again, we're doing these Pilates push-ups, so glutes are kind of up in the air, but the core is tight. And the hands are right under the shoulders. And we're just walking those knees slightly in. Nice work. Out, out. You've got this. Step, step. Elbows in. Brains are working. Bodies are working. Out, out. You're so close. Find your timing. Find your flow. Last one. Out, out. And I want you to bring everything in. Push it up. Lift those knees. Hover for me. Pull the core in. Push away the ground. 10 seconds. We hold to finish. You made it. Drop the knees a little lower. Pull the core up a little bit more. Tuck the tailbone. 2 and 1. Let it go. Amazing work, my friends. Shake it all out. Shake it all out. Constant movement for 25 minutes is no joke. Combining exercises, pushing your body to fatigue is no joke. Light weights, low impact, it's still good. It's still successful. We need our workouts to have variable intensity, right? Oh man, okay. I'm gonna walk my hips back a little bit, kind of roll my shoulders back, kind of like I'm walking somewhere, but I can't go anywhere. Just letting things roll and release. Lots of shoulder work there. Coming up nice and tall in the spine, and then rolling back. So kind of finding a cat-cow, holding onto my knees. All the way up. I know some of us are like, if I'm not sweating, if I'm not so exhausted, a workout didn't work. Untrue, my friends. Our workouts need to come in intensity and variable, and some of that comes from the workout itself, and some of that comes from our lifestyle, right? The most important part of having a goal is knowing when you need to take a break, when you need to move left, move right, when you need to slow down, but always keeping that North Star in your view, right? I don't know any path that takes you straight somewhere. We gotta be willing to take those detours, to follow those yield signs, to maybe pull off the road every once in a while, to see a little vista, have some fun. But we can't go full force all the time, right? We have to have these moments where we connect with our body and our minds and learn to move a little more fluidly. I love this workout. I hope you did too. And there's so many ways we can progress it, regress it, do it while we travel, warming up for maybe a bigger effort, or on a day you're lacking motivation, rolling my ribs side to side. This is a really good one to just get you moving, get the blood flowing, let your body know you are committed, that you care about it, without absolutely breaking yourself, right? Let's roll all the way down into our backs. We'll finish off here. So walking the shoulders away, walking the hips away, just letting things settle. And we're gonna slowly drop our knees one way and then the other. Just being aware of any tightness in the body, any sticking spots, and taking that spot and spending a little bit more time, a little bit more breath there. I know this challenge is full of intensity, but I hope you're finding some joy and fun in all of it, because that really is the key to letting your body and mind know that intensity is good, right? All the way up, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Relax the shoulders, rock and roll yourself up to seated. Maybe into all fours, curl the toes under, lift up. Give yourself a couple there, right? Don't rush it. And then walk the feet towards the hands, let everything hang heavy, everything. Let every care, stress, worry drip out of the back of your head. And then press into the heels, the big toe, the baby toe, find that grounding again. See if you can tuck the chin towards the chest, let the lower back let go just one more second. Visualizing the length in the spine getting longer as the hips come a little taller. And then dropping the hands to the ground, feeling that presence of the ground, pushing the palms in without straightening the arms. And then engaging the heels again, maybe finding the glutes even in this position, and then slowly taking that lowest vertebrae and rolling yourself up, letting the arms come last, so almost reaching the fingertips towards the ground, keeping this arch as long as you can. Letting the chin come all the way up, shoulders come back, ponytail back, whether you've got one or not, right?